What's up, everybody? It's your boy here, the dreaded Heathen. Going solo tonight. Big Six couldn't make it. It's here in Texas. It's frozen over. We don't handle ice like very well here in Texas. Doesn't happen very often. When it does, it brings everything to a standstill. In fact, Fort Worth the other day had a 133 car pileup on Interstate 35. 6 people died, so that's a sad story. But that's a lot of cars, and 6 people only to die. You know, 1 is too many, but 6 out of 133, you know, it could have been a lot worse. Prayers and thoughts go out with those people. But so tonight I'm going at it solo. Sean's in Arlington. He's been doing a couple episodes with his brother, Anthony, AAA, a.k.a. Shannon Sharp. Skill. But, so, go check those out if you got time. They're hilarious. So, it's just me tonight, the dreaded Heathen, right here live from my back porch, as always. I just got a few things to go over. Recently I went back to where my family lives in West Texas, in Abilene. Visited my mom's, my granddad, cousins and stuff, and I went over there and watched football with my uncle. You know, I ain't been watching football this year, but I couldn't miss a chance to watch it with my uncle. He lives out in the country out there in Howlett, Texas. Population 600, a little over 600. Not very big, but he lives outside of that, the city limits of that. So there's not a lot of people where he lives. Yeah, I grew up there my whole life. This is pardon me, my co-host for today, Odin, my dog. But so I was over there at my uncle's, and I grew up over there. It's out in the country. And out in the country, somebody's in the bathroom, you go outside and take a piss. It ain't no big deal. So, situation occurred. I gotta go take a piss. I'm drinking. I'm watching Bill with my uncle, so of course I'm drinking. And so I gotta take a piss. Somebody's in the bathroom. I go out back and I take a piss. And I'll be damned. I didn't realize there was somebody living out in the house behind my uncle. Aunt and uncle. Nobody ever lived out there before. So it's new to me. I'm sitting out there just showing on my dick. Wiener. Sorry. Just showing it. Waving it shamelessly. And so then I realized, oh shit, there's people living over there. So I walk inside. I tell my uncle, I said, oh man, I didn't realize anybody was living back there, huh? He said, what do you mean? I said, yeah, I went back there and pissed like I used to. He goes, oh yeah, there's a couple of lesbians living back there. I said, really? He said, yeah, a couple of lesbians. I said, well, damn, they were probably really pissed off then. Me showing them my dick. Of course, he said, they probably didn't see shit, boy. Lord, you know, I'm carrying a hammer. So I didn't think nothing of it. Whatever. They didn't say nothing. I didn't think nothing of it. So we're sitting there watching football, and then my aunt starts to roll a doobie, and so I'm sitting there, and the last time we hung out, me and my aunt, we smoked together. And I didn't tell nobody about it because I usually keep my shit private, except for now, obviously. I'm coming out. I smoke weed. I'm coming out the closet. So I was smoking with my Aunt Linda at this family reunion back in September. And so this time we're out there hanging out with her, and it was just me and her. I didn't tell nobody about it after that. So she looks at me, she goes, you want to smoke? And I look over at my cousin, who I never told I smoked weed, and I was like, no, I'm good. And she looks at me, she's like, come on. So I'm like, well, I guess I will. It's not like you ain't already told Landon anyways. And she's like, no, she didn't tell me nothing. And I said, oh, she didn't tell you I smoke? He goes, no. So this whole time I thought my aunt snitched on me for smoking weed. And she didn't. I snitched on my damn self. But, oh well. It was still a good time. We enjoyed it. Watched some good football. Tom Brady won again, of course. If you didn't already know. I mean, 3 things you can count on. Death, taxes, and Tom Brady winning the damn Super Bowl, apparently. It's fucking ridiculous. Can't nobody beat this old motherfucker. But, so, then we're sitting there a little bit, and, you know, my uncle gets a little drunk, gets a little lifted, and we're sitting there talking about growing up in the country and how some people would chain up their damn dogs. And he's like, yeah, these motherfuckers chain up their dogs. I said, yeah, no, I hate that shit. I said, actually, it's illegal in Texas to chain up your fucking dog, I believe. Don't quote me on that. You can check, but I believe it's illegal. If it ain't, it should be. I don't want to say that, because I believe in freedom, but even for dogs, you shouldn't be chaining your damn dog up. If you have to chain your dog up, you shouldn't have a fucking dog. But, he was like, yeah. And then they get mad at you when you call the NAACP on them. I said, why call the NAACP on the fucking dog owners? He goes, you know, the animal rights people. I said, nah, you got the animal rights activists mixed up. I don't remember the animal rights one. ASPCA, I think is what he was trying to say, but he fucked it up royally. I was like, NAACP? What the fuck? But that's just Mongo. He gets drunk and he fucks a lot of shit up. We were watching the game the other day. He don't call Travis Kelce. He calls him Kelso. Yeah. So he likes to get drunk and say shit. It's hilarious. If you ain't never watched a football game with him, you're missing out. You're missing out. Dearly. Dearly. But then a little bit later on, watching the game, we hear a knock at the door. And I'll be damned if it wasn't those people that live behind my aunt and uncle's house. My aunt and uncle owned the house. They rented it out to these lesbians. And they came, and they were paying rent. And he shuts the door. My uncle goes, goddamn, Tanner. I guess you converted them bitches. They ain't never paid rent on time. You go out there and show your dick one time. Then they come over here and they're jumping up trying to pay rent. Tripping over them damn selves. I said, damn. I said, well, I got that gift. I got the gift. So I converted some lesbians out in Holly. They overcame. You're welcome. So it can be done. The trick is me. You just need me. But, so I've been, started my Snapchat account recently. You can follow me on Dreaded Heathen TX, at Dreaded Heathen TX. Subscribe to it. I post a lot of random shit. I just try to make shit up through the day. I'm not very creative, but I try. I usually make fun of people or try to post some positive quotes and shit, but I know a lot of people are not original on Snapchat. All they do is post pictures or videos of them smoking weed or flipping people off. That's it. It's like, come on, mix it up a little bit. Or lip syncing. Why don't you make up your own damn song? People have been flipping cameras off since people have been taking pictures. I'm tired of seeing that. That's not original. Hey, 1, 2, 3, cheese. It's been done. It's over with. Let me let this. Odin can't stand the cold. Let me let him in some real quick. Let him get in. You coming? Alright, we switched hosts. Now we got Precious out here. They don't know if they're coming or going. They're like women. Well, she's a woman dog, or a bitch, if you will. So she don't know if she's coming home for sure. For sure. But like I was saying, Snapchat, I gotta be a little bit more original. Stop flipping the camera off every 10 minutes. Stop smoking weed every 10 minutes. I'm surprised ain't nobody getting busted for this shit. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. But, oh well. More power to you. It should be legal anyways. I don't know why it's illegal. Come here. Come here. We got too many damn laws in this country. Come on. Too many damn laws in this country. And that's because y'all let them do that to us. And they're locking us up right now because you let them do it to us. But let me go over my notes some more. A few more things I want to talk about. Let's see. I don't know if y'all heard about this woman or not. I think she lived up in Illinois. It's too cold for my dog. It's too cold. I'm sorry. I had to let that one in. It's too cold for hers. But she had more balls than Big Sean. Big Sean, Big Sick Sean Penn. He didn't have enough balls to come sit out here in the cold tonight. It's so cold. This is my water. Yeah, ice. Frozen. And I poured out the water that wasn't frozen, so now I'm going to be parched. It's on the dump truck. But I want to show you guys how cold it was out here. But this bitch, I think she lived up in Illinois, so she was a Biden voter for sure. But she used fucking Gorilla Glue in her fucking hair. Now, I don't know what convinced her, or if somebody convinced her, or what happened. What was going through her fucking head? Why on earth you would put Gorilla Glue in your fucking hair? I don't get it. It doesn't make no... And now she's trying to sue the company. She's trying to sue Gorilla Glue Company because they didn't put on the bottle, don't put it in your hair. For real. I can't make this shit up. She said, it didn't say don't put it in your hair. Well, it didn't say don't put it in your pussy either, bitch. Did you put it in your pussy? No. It shouldn't have to say don't put it in your hair. Elmer's glue don't say don't put it in your hair. You don't go put that shit in your fucking hair. I was the judge of that case. And this bitch came to the stand telling me, well, it didn't say don't put it in your hair. I'd say, first of all, bitch, you're going to have to pay the taxpayer money back for wasting my goddamn time even hearing your stupid ass case. It's ridiculous. Get the fuck out of my court. That's what I would say if I was the judge. It's ridiculous. But he won't. He won't, because we live in a fucking bullshit ass country nowadays. And he'll probably give her... She'll probably fucking win. Watch. See if this stupid bitch don't win, and Gorilla Glue don't have to settle out of court with this dumb cunt. And she's gonna get money for no reason. Because she's a dumb cunt. And now I'm hearing it's all over the internet. Motherfuckers are doing all kinds of shit with Gorilla Glue. It's like Tide Pods all over again. And I guarantee these people are voting Biden. These are Biden voters. These are the same people vote. This is why not everybody should be allowed to vote. That's bullshit. Everybody shouldn't be allowed to vote. Dumb people shouldn't be allowed to vote. I'm sorry. You shouldn't. You should have to at least have some basic knowledge of politics and know what's going on before you're allowed to vote. If you just watch the mainstream media and listen to what they're telling you, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. Sorry. I said it. You shouldn't be allowed to vote. I wanted to talk about the UFC fights this weekend. Kamaru Usman successfully defended his title against Gilbert Dornhinho Burns, but I missed the whole fucking match. usually I get a notification, hey, the matches are starting. You might want to check them out. Not that it's their fault. I should have known. But if you had noticed, in Texas, we're in the middle of a winter apocalypse. We got a lot of shit going on. So I guess it's nobody's fault but my own. And UFC's a little bit, promoting it a little bit better. It was a weak card, honestly. I wanted to see the main event, Kamaru Usman. I give him credit where credit's due. He's a bad dude. Maybe the second best in that division behind GSP for now. He's got the ability to surpass GSP for sure. Like I said, I didn't get to see the fight. I heard Gilbert hurt him early. By early, I don't know if that means first round, second round. I'm gonna watch the fight eventually. I haven't seen it as of yet. But then of course, if you don't know already, which by the time I post this video, if you don't know already, then you don't even really follow UFC anyways. It don't fucking matter. But Kamaru TKO'd him in the third. They used to be training partners. I thought, honestly, Gilbert was gonna beat him. So I didn't bet on the fight. If I would have bet on the fight, I would have bet on Gilbert. I would have lost. I don't know a lot about the undercard. Like I said, I haven't seen it. It wasn't. ESPN didn't even give me an alert saying, "Hey, you might want to check it out." Usually they do, so I don't know. Maybe they didn't have faith in that card. But like I said, I'll check it out because I love UFC, even though that doesn't speak high volumes of me. But recently, this last week, Donald Trump was acquitted for a second time in a kangaroo court for impeachment. It was all made up lies. Of course, most people didn't watch the actual video of Trump's speech. They just heard what CNN clipped together, or MSNBC, or ABC, or Fox News. They just watched what they clipped together. So, of course, they believe probably it was an insurrection, I guess, but it was the worst insurrection of all time. If it was an insurrection, it was crazy bullshit. It was a setup, is what it was. So now they can start trying to limit our rights again, kind of like they did after 9/11. I think it was the Patriot Act. It was the most unpatriotic act of all time. So now after that, you got the mainstream media coming out demanding a reality czar. You gotta have a reality czar, so you know what to think, because you're too stupid to know what to fucking think on your own. If you didn't know that already, which most of you are, honestly. I mean, 80 million people did allegedly vote for Joe Biden. So if that's true, if 80 million really did vote for Joe Biden, you really are too stupid to think for yourself. I'm sorry, it is what it is. I mean, he sniffs little girls for crying out loud. You're worried about Trump grabbing bitches by the pussy, grown-ass women by the pussy. Meanwhile, Joe Biden's molesting little girls. You don't give a shit about that. Anyways, I got off subject. That's not what I meant to talk about. But, Cuomo, our favorite governor in New York, Cuomo, Andrew, that is, blames nursing homes for the scandal in New York. Not his executive order, of course. It's the nursing home's fault. All these people died from corona. Not that you had a nursing home full of senior citizens who, if you go by CDC and the WHO and all these other organizations, senior citizens are the most susceptible to the disease, which is corona or COVID-19. So this genius, Andrew Cuomo of New York, decided if you test positive for COVID, our hospitals are going to be overrun. We're going to have to put you in these nursing homes with these people that are senior citizens who are the most susceptible to the disease. We're going to put you, people that test positive, with the most susceptible class in the country. And then if you die, it's the nursing home's fault. And his brother at CNN, Chris Cuomo, covers for him, and CNN covers for him, because that's how the mainstream media works. And it's coming out. Now his excuse is that it's a nursing home's fault. And they're lying about the number of deaths to create a toxic political environment and spread conspiracy theories. But meanwhile, the truth is coming out that he didn't want the true number to come out because he was afraid President Donald Trump would tweet out the true number of deaths, and it would be bad publicity for him. Which, I mean, come on, it's true. Chris Cuomo, his brother's not going to report about it. You think his brother's going to snitch on his own brother? I doubt it. He hasn't yet. In fact, his brother got caught not wearing a mask in New York, and he told people to go fuck themselves when they told him to wear a mask, because he's an elitist. And you're a fucking peon. And he doesn't want to breathe your fucking air, so you better wear a mask so he doesn't have to breathe your dirty air. There you have it, people. That's just the country we live in right now. Time Magazine recently came out in admitting that an elite cabal came together to rig the election so that we get the proper outcome. Time Magazine recently came out and wrote an article that said an elite cabal came together and rigged the election so that we get the proper outcome. Now, when Trump said that on Twitter, he got a stamp under his tweet saying, this has not been proven, this is blah, 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 and eventually they banned him off Twitter. Now Time's coming out saying that an elite cabal came together and rigged the election. They're telling you to your face. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. You're not going to do shit about it, because they know Americans ain't got a fucking backbone nowadays. I mean, come on. Biden said he was going to cure COVID in 2 months. Now he's saying you're going to wear a mask until 2022. But one thing I can't be mad at Biden about, is for killing the Keystone Pipeline. He said he was going to do it, and the people on the Keystone Pipeline still voted for him. The union still voted for him. That union convinced its own workers to still vote for Biden. And if you're on that union and you still voted for Biden and he killed your job, hey, you're practicing what you preach, brother. I'm happy for you. Amen. Amen. Now you get to live it. You get to walk it. So, you voted for Biden, and now you get to feel it. I'm happy for you. Don't be shocked, because he said he was going to do it. If you're mad at Biden for doing that after he said he was going to do it, either you weren't paying attention, or you're just a dumbass. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it to you. Really, you only two options. And that's putting it politely as I can. Politely as I can. I was just going through before I started recording, I wanted to see if there's any other news on that I wanted to go over and talk about. And I'll be goddamn if I didn't see a guy in Philadelphia, a sex offender in Philadelphia, got caught driving a U-Haul around with a dead body in the back with severed limbs with deep fried hands and feet. Yeah, deep fried hands and feet. What the? I don't even know how you would deep fry them. Did he drop them in batter? Did he just drop them in grease with the skin? This is crazy. What's going on in Philadelphia? I guarantee you, he was a Biden voter, because Philadelphia is all Biden voters. So this is what I'm saying. Not everybody should be allowed to vote, because Philadelphia, they shouldn't be allowed to vote. Really, their football team sucks. It's always sucked. They got a ginger quarterback. They had a Texas boy, and they traded him after he won the Super Bowl and kept this ginger this soulless ginger. He ain't got no soul because he's ginger. They kept him, and now they're regretting it. This is after they laughed at Santa Claus or whatever they did to Santa Claus. They're just terrible. They're terrible fan base. I hate Dallas Cowboy fans, but it's like if Dallas Cowboy fans and Philadelphia fans were to get together in a fight to the finish, I would sit back and watch and laugh, and then whoever won, I would pay the Washington Redskin fans to go in there and slaughter the rest of them because they're just mostly terrible people. And I live in Dallas Fort Worth. It's amazing. One time, for real, my homeboy went to it was the opening game of the season, Dallas Cowboys versus the Giants. They won tailgated. Party. Cowboys won the game, I remember. And I called him the next day. I said, hey man, how was the game last night? Did you have a good time? Was it funny? He goes, yeah, it was kind of bullshit, man. We got in a fight. Me and my little brother, we got in a fight with some other guys. I said, y'all getting a fight with some Giants fans? Nah, they were Cowboy fans. I said, but y'all, why? Y'all won the game. Yeah, no. I said, why are you fighting with other Cowboy fans? Man, we just got drunk and we were playing beer pong and, one thing led to another. I said, man, y'all are supposed to be on the same damn team. Y'all are supposed to be fighting each other. But that's how they are. That's how Cowboys fans are. They're ridiculous. They're beyond ridiculous. To the point where they're, I hate to say it, but retarded. Most of them. Not all. But most. I got some family that's Cowboy fans, and I love them. I love my family that's Cowboy fans. But let's be real. They're a little bit stupid. All of my family members that are Cowboy fans are stupid, actually. All. Not most. All. Every one of them that's a Cowboys fan. And every one of my friends that's a Cowboys fan. It's stupid. But not all. Not all, but most. But if you're my friend and you're my family and you're Cowboys fan, you're stupid. Especially knowing me and knowing that I'm the football knowledge god that I am, and I tell you about football, and I tell you what's going to happen, and I tell you what team to root for, and you still don't listen to me. You're stupid. But that's really the only thing I had to talk about. Now that I've had my kid, though, I'm a new father. I remember before I was in a relationship, I used to sleep naked all the damn time. It was the greatest feeling in the world, sleeping with your balls hanging out in the bed. Now that I got a kid, that's probably over with. That'll probably never happen again. Or at least for another 18 years. So, that's heartbreaking to me. But I still love having my kid. I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. But that's really all I had to talk about. It's my first podcast by myself without Big Six, Sean Penn, Sean Kelly, the Skip lover, the Shannon Sharp lover, the Small Hat lover. But don't let Sean fool you. He loves Jews. I love Jews. I love Jews. Ashkenazi Jews are my favorite. But Sean, he loves them too. He's just fucking with you. So does little Ant. Little Ant loves. Look, Ant looks like a Jew, really. Anthony looks like the Jewish character off of Family Guy. If you dyed Anthony's hair red, he looked just like that cartoon character off Family Guy, that Jewish character. I think it's Family Guy character I'm thinking of. It could be a different cartoon character. But they love Jews. I love Jews. Other than that, this is the dreaded Heathen. I'm signing off. It's cold as hell out here. This is the winter apocalypse. I think it's like 5 degrees outside. I couldn't even get out of my driveway today. I tried to go get some more propane for the fire pit today. Couldn't even get out of the driveway. And then I'll be goddamn if my neighbor didn't watch me struggle to get out of the driveway. They tried to do it right after. I guess they thought I couldn't do it in my Ford pickup. They were going to do it in the Cadillac. Whatever their cars are, whatever their Cadillac cars are, I don't know. I never had enough money to buy a Cadillac car. But this bitch struggled to back out. Took her 10 minutes to back out. She backs out. Her son, he's like 17. He's pissed off by this time. He's like, fuck it, Mom. I'm not going with you. I'm done. So he gets out. And then she tries to pull forward and gets stuck again. And it's like, if you can't pull forward, you can't back out. You think it's going to get easier? So finally, they convinced her, just keep your ass here. Just keep your ass here. And then they had to have pour salt on the ground and push her back in. It was a whole ordeal. It was ridiculous. But this is Dreaded Heathen. I'm signing out. I appreciate you for watching. Sean, Big Shit, Sean Penn, he's a small hat lover. Don't even fool you. He loves you.